Hari Om and welcome to all the Divine Atma Jyotis to today's Bhagavad Gita Satsang. Today, let us learn Shloka 7.25 to chant and also to contemplate. Krishna ji, can you please help us to learn how to chant and also read out the meaning?
Yeah. Jnana Vijnana Yoga 7, Shloka number 7.25. Nāhaṁ prakāśhaḥ sarvasya yoga-māyā-samāvṛitaḥ mūḍho nābhijānāti loko ajam avyayam. I am not manifest to everyone, being wielded by my divine Yogmaya energy. Hence, those without knowledge do not know that I am without birth and changeless. Not aham, I, prakāśhaḥ, manifest, sarvasya, to everyone. Yogmaya, God's supreme divine energy. Samāvṛitaḥ, wield. mūḍha, deluded. Ayam, these, not. abhijānāti, no. Loka, persons. Me. Ajam, unborn. Avyayam, immutable.
Thank you very much, Krishna ji. So, Krishna is saying he is not manifest to everyone and he is veiled by Yogamaya. So, without knowledge, so therefore, they do not know that he is birthless and changeless. This is what Sri Krishna is saying. Now let us look at this shloka and understand this in in its depth. So you can contemplate on the questions of what do you think Krishna is pointing at, and how do you personally relate to it, and what kind of a use this shloka can have for your life. Who would like to begin? Santoshji, would you like to begin?
Yes, I'll begin.
Yeah.
So, what Krishna says here is, fundamentally, what we do is, with this world, in these worldly activities, we forget our, true nature, that is self, which in the sense, we get merged with Maya, that Avarana and Vikshepa will cover in such a way that I am Karta, I am Bhokta, I am Gnata. I go deep into this Vyavaharika state in such a way that, I am only suffering with my avidya. So until and unless that avidya is being removed, I'll be not able to see that real self with, no, without birth and changelessness, which in the sense that pure consciousness is what Krishna is talking about. We, until unless we don't, discriminate between what is real and what is unreal, then we will not be able to identify that real self, which in the sense we will have to come out of that Yogamaya, which means Avarana and Vikshapa, what I understand, which is covering because of this samsara, and we feel that I am suffering. For me only this problem is happening. For me only everything happening. But when we come out of this perspective of thinking with Shravana Mana Nididhyasa, then what Krishna says is very clear, that I am that self which doesn't have birth or changelessness. That is, I am unique and I am ultimate. I am consciousness. I am pure awareness. This is what I understand.
Wonderful. And how do you relate to this? So this is what Krishna is saying, you're explaining. But what is
Correct.
your relationship?
When I experience, right, we, initially, we start, with the consciousness, with the awareness that, see, I am not doer, I am not doer. This is, that in consciousness things are happening. In the presence of consciousness, it is the one which is driving. But as we go deep into the subject-object relationship will start happening. There, this Maya in the sense, even though we are aware, I mean, I'm talking about myself, even though I am aware, might be in fraction of seconds, or I'll forget that, I am not karta, I am not bhokta. I'll involve with that and I'll be thinking that why it is happening to me. But I'm able to discriminate that it is not me within fraction of seconds and come out. Earlier I used to suffer. Now, based on the Vedanta studies and Bhagavad Gita chantings and all other, satsangas and the learnings, I'm clearly able to discriminate. But I am failing at only that moment, which I'm working on that. That is what I'm working on, that to stay aware, awake, and stay in awareness. And just go with the flow and accept whatever the things comes and just be there in the situation, and don't try to escape any situation. Just be there, hold on, accept it, take it, move it, and do it. Here, no, there is no claimingness. In the presence of consciousness, everything is happening. That's where I stand, Vijayji. I mean, this is what I'm trying to implement. I'm telling you, I'm failing to do that, but still I'm able to recover. But the recovery period is it has from hours, it has come to minutes. Now I am working on seconds.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Dhanyavad, Santoshji.
Thank you, Vijayji.
Am I audible to you, Satishji? Are you there?
Satishji might be gone. You'll be taking call from outside. I don't know.
Yeah, Vijay, just give me 10 minutes, huh?
Okay, no issues. Then meanwhile, Siyaji, would you like to share your perspective on this shloka?
I need more time, Vijayji.
Okay, all right. Let's listen to Krishnaji then. Krishnaji, are you there?
You are audible, Vijayji. I don't know why. Yeah, he's there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Krishnaji.
Give me a minute. Sorry for that.
Your microphone, Krishnaji.
Yeah, your voice is low.
Okay. How about now?
Yeah. No better.
Sorry for that. Like, I don't know what's the problem.
No, that's okay. No problem.
So, my interpretation is this. So here Sri Krishna is saying, like, those who are actually, I'm quite little bit confused with the earlier slokas and with this. Here Sri Krishna is saying that I'm not manifest to everyone. But in the earlier slokas, we are saying like everyone follows my path, knowingly or
Knowingly or unknowingly. Correct.
Yeah.
So what is the question? What is the...
But here Sri Krishna is saying, I'm not manifest to everyone. And also in the earlier thing, like people follow the path of Sri Krishna, knowing and unknowing. Like, so how it is like here he is saying, I will not manifest anything. But in the earlier slokas, like people do follow me and...
Okay. When you hear the word manifest, how do you relate to the word manifestation? Prakāśhaḥ, because that is what the Sanskrit word is. य-nāhaṁ prakāśhaḥ sarvasya. How do you relate to that manifest?
Okay. To manifest, like I was thinking, like if we seek, right? So the first thing is it comes as a imaginary thing or the picturization in our mind, and then we work towards it, and it happens in the materialistic world.
Okay.
So that's a manifest thing. My understand. Yeah.
The word manifestation is very simple. Manifestation is something that is visible to you through your senses.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Something that you are able to recognize. That is what you and I relate in our day-to-day life as manifestation. So something that you can touch, you can feel, you can see, right? So something that is visible, something that your senses perceive. So what Sri Krishna is essentially saying is not perceivable to everyone. And in that shloka that you are referring to, what he is saying is similar, which is, see, some know me and follow my path. Meaning what? They recognize the divine qualities and they bring out the divine qualities. They recognize Krishnatva in them. And like how Santoshji said, now I'm able to discriminate between truth and untruth. However, in the situation, suddenly my mind wanders. And now I'm working on it. I'm able to catch it. Earlier, it used to be longer. Now it has become very short. So all of this is a knowing approach towards self-evolution. So he's aware and he is doing the necessary sadhana to help his own mind to recognize and to get established. Whereas some others may not be aware of, for example, the truth of life. What is the truth of life? Who I am. What is the world? And why all these turbulences are coming. So they also may be feeling disturbed because of situations of life. Then unknowingly, they may look at, okay, what solutions are there for stress reduction? Some friend may say, come, let's have a booze drink. That will remove your worries. So they may attempt that with the hope that, their worries go away for some time. So like that, any path that one chooses, it is all leading towards divinity only. So even when somebody is going into such a practice, eventually a recognition has to happen, which is I'm becoming dependent on something called as that drug. So how do I come out of it? So like that, initially it is an unknowing approach towards going into something called as a peace, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what Sri Krishna said there is, some are aware and are walking the path, some are unaware, but all are following my path, because everything in this existence is a manifestation of the divine only. There is nothing that is separate from the divine. So in that sense, there is that shloka is said. Another simple example to understand that shloka is, the sound may be different. Some sound may be very mellow, very soothing for the ear. Some sound may be very harsh for the ear. But what is the end of any sound? What is the end of any sound? Is the question clear?
End in the sense,
How does any sound
it
end?
Silence.
it goes
Correct.
silent.
Any sound has to end in silence. It may be very harsh, it may be very soothing, it may be very melodious, whatever may be the nature of sound. But its eventual destination is silence. It emerged from the silence, it was appearing for some time, then it merged back into silence. So that is what Sri Krishna is also saying, that everything is everyone is within me only. Some may be aware, some may not be aware, but eventually everyone finds their way.
Yeah, now it's good.
Yeah, that is what that shloka meant. Here Sri Krishna is talking about another aspect of his divine energy. I'm not visible to everyone, meaning I'm not recognized by everyone. And here manifestation or prakāśhaḥ need not have to be taken quite literally. That is, through only these eyes. But it's not recognizable by everyone. something veils the recognition, is what he's pointing at.
Yeah. Okay, there it's more of a path. Here it's more of a experiencing, and it's not experienced by everyone.
It is not recognized. Yeah. So there's a difference between experience and recognition. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Okay. So here again, so I'm not manifest to everyone. So the knowledge itself, right? So continues with that path, whatever may be. Everyone, until and unless we get that pure or true knowledge, right? So we are, one will not be able to experience it, and once somebody is like truly understand that we are not this body and mind, and these are just a maya, and these are like imprints which is part of previous Janma, and it's being played with this body mindset, and one who is aware of this, right? And one who is not actually not aware of this, they would not be able to manifest or like truly experience the actual knowledge who we are and who we are not. So, and those who are without this knowledge or not even being aware of this, this is me and what is not me. So for them, like Sri Krishna is mentioning that for them, like birth, there is a birth and death. But those who have experienced or aware of this one, so they would know this is ever and never change. It is being always constant. So yeah, that's how I understood this sloka. And putting this into my life practices, again, as Santosh ji told, right? I also had a similar experience, like the way I handle my life situations compared to earlier one. Maybe the situations are different, the emotions are majorly same, like sometimes anger, sometimes worrying, or even depression or like anxiety, right? Now it is like I'm able to, I would not say like it's, but I have a time to like see. I have that immediate response to. I still not. I feel like still I'm in that place where I respond to the things. Like I get immediately quickly angry. But there is few maybe less than a minute or something like that. Okay, okay. Hold on. Why are you getting angry or why are you getting depressed? See what is happening, and this is not you. What is this current situation is teaching me, and how should I act according to my jnana, right? So that's the thing I am interpreting in every day of my life, and even every act, and even to the depth, right? Every thought also, like I'm just like, is this a thought or what is this? Like why I'm even worrying about this? Uh, See, this is going to happen, and be a witnesser and do your best, and rest is not in my hand. Basically, the results are not in my. So that's why I have interpreted Loka, and I've been following based on the Gita Satsang.
Wonderful. Dhanyawad, Krishna. Would you like to share now, Siyaji?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to Arjuna, he's able to see Krishna, like he's able to see everything through Krishna, but to Duryodhana, he's only able to see Krishna. So for everyone, it depends on how we see everything. Like that's what Krishna is trying to like. I think he's trying to like, tell in this shloka, like if you are completely devoted to me and surrendered to me, you will be able to see all forms, and you will be able to dissociate from the mind and the body, and you'll get to know you, like you'll just be. But for those who haven't done that, they'll see the uh how to say, the worldly temptations, the desires that we have, and they'll act upon that, and they'll be in the delusion that that will give them happiness, which is all temporary basically. But if you devote yourself to the Lord, then happiness is not the like question. You just get to see everything and just be, I guess.
So how do you
I
relate?
think that's what I understand from this.
How do you relate to what Krishna is saying by Yogamaya? What is Yogamaya according to you?
I don't know what's Yogmaya.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And when Krishna is saying that they do not know that I am without birth and changeless, how do you relate to that part of the statement?
Like, I'm without birth means he's how to say, like, he's always there. I don't know, like, I don't know that part. I know, like, this, like, I am interpreting based on the pictures.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's dig deeper and understand. Let's listen to Satish ji and then we'll dig. Satish ji, what is your viewpoint? Are you able to share now?
Yeah, Vijay, Hari Om. So the substance here, I mean, there is access of knowledge to everyone, but based on their, uh, maturity and level of karma, um, they can, understand the divine. And similarly, like its devotees who surrendered and who uh, took Krishna as Guru were able to understand his what do you call the Leela. So 3 times that's where uh, the Lord had shown his universal form, and the same thing when it was displayed for Duryodhana, he just rejected, saying that you are a Mayavi and you are nothing else. And that was his maturity level. And whereas Arjuna, with his deeper understanding and with his acceptance and with his surrender, could understand the Lord, and he could get that divinity within him and the righteousness. Yeah, that's what.
All right. And how do you relate to usage of this shloka, Satish ji? What is the usage from this shloka for you?
Usage will be like surrender to the Lord and go with the flow, and recollect that He is the doer. The action is always with the Lord will only, and I'm just an instrument, and um, continue to be in the path of righteousness and follow our duty and deliver it properly in whatever role plays we do.
Okay. Dhanyawad, Satish ji. Yeah. So through Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna is essentially, in a very modern terminology, what we can call, he's fine-tuning our understanding of life. You may have heard about this term, fine-tuning. So for example, in our earlier days, we used to have these television sets, and you needed an antenna which you had to put up above your house, and then only your television would work. And just then India had only one major television broadcast, Doordarshan. And in order to see Ramayana that was coming in Doordarshan, you had to have the antenna properly aligned. And some of you may remember, you would climb up and you would be moving it here and there. And then, somebody from below who are seeing the television would say, yeah, now it is correct. No, little to the left, little to the right. So like that, the antenna, which is nothing but a, kind of an aluminum, like a small rod, and horizontal and perpendicular to that rod, other aluminum rods would be welded. And that thing you had to turn, that had a wire, and that wire was feeding to the television. So that is one example, okay, of tuning. Why? Because the signals are in the air. However, your television is not able to catch it. Why? Because the antenna is not in the right direction. Though the signal is there, your television is not working. Another example is, all of you know about radio stations. Earlier, there used to be these radio sets where you had a knob. You had to keep rotating the knob to tune to a particular radio station. Even now, you get, FM 97.3. So if you are moving through different frequency ranges, it would not be heard. Only in 97.3, when your radio is in that frequency, it is able to catch. So same example again, or same situation there also. The signals are already there, but this radio is not able to catch. Why? It is operating at a different frequency. What is the frequency? It should be operating at 97.3. Then it will hear 97.3. Whatever the program that is coming in, 97.3. So like that, fine-tuning means there is already a reality and the existence is functioning like that. However, this instrument, this mind, this body, and this whole thinking mechanism, this is not aligned to the divine frequency. This is aligned to some other frequency. So let's just simply call it as, let's say there is a divine broadcast happening all the moment, and there's a society broadcast happening all the moment. This instrument is tuned to society broadcast. Then what will it hear? It will hear only the society music. The moment it learns how to tune to the divine frequency, then it will also start listening to divine song. So in a way, that is what Sri Krishna is pointing at. So let's go a little more deeper through one simple example. So some of you may know this story. So a husband and a wife every day would sit near the window and would have their tea. And one day the lady noticed that, look, the neighbor, every day she comes and hangs the clothes, but I don't think she knows how to do a good job. Her look at her clothes, so dirty. So they started noticing 1 day, 2 days, same thing. So it looks like that neighbor who was washing the clothes was always not doing a good job. However, the next day, it so happened that when she started noticing, her clothes were much, much better, clean. And then the wife said to her husband, Abba, at last, looks like she heard our talking. Look, the clothes are so nice. Somehow she has learned how to do a good job. Then the husband said, No, my dear. What I noticed is our window was dirty. Today morning, I went and cleaned the window. So that is what you're seeing. This is the story. Now, some important simple questions. So, what what is that this wife thought before the cleaning? What did she think before the cleaning?
She was thinking that the clothes are dirty.
That
From
the
her
clothes
view.
are dirty.
From her view.
Correct. And after that, the third day, when the husband cleaned the window,
She realized, now she was surprised to see that clothes are clean. She was not in a, she doesn't know that her glass was, dirt.
glass was dirty. So, in a way, nothing really changed as far as the clothes and the cleaning is concerned.
Yes.
Right? But what made the change? What really changed then?
Cleaning that glass.
Cleaning that glass. So, essentially, this is what Sri Krishna is also pointing at. You and I are looking at the life through what you and I may have gathered through our society, what you and I can call as the society broadcast. You and I have subscribed to Facebook, Twitter, all those social media. What is coming in that social media? What some other human being feeds to that social media. What kind of stories will your friend tell? Whatever the life stories that your friend is subscribing to from whatever the nonsense website he or she may be subscribing to. Like that, you and I, when we subscribe to the society broadcast, our mind, like that window, gets covered with the society knowledge. With the society knowledge, when you and I look at that, whatever the laundry is an example here. What is the analogy? Laundry is analogous to how you and I look at the life. You and I, because of all this knowledge, we tend to look at life in terms of good, bad. That is good, this is bad. This is right, that is wrong. They are wonderful, they are not so wonderful. Or I am okay, they are not okay. So all these kinds of things come into the thinking process because of whatever I have gathered, the way I have gathered the information, and I am looking at the situation of life. Like in this story, the laundry has always been good, but the viewpoint from where this wife and the husband were initially looking at it, the viewpoint was clouded by some muck which was on the window. Likewise, you and I, when you and I do not have the right knowledge, you and I tend to look at life in terms of the society knowledge. In a way, that is Yoga-Maya. Yoga-Maya. What does Yoga-Maya mean? What does Maya mean? Maya means that which appears to be there, but is actually not there. That is what the word Maya means. Yama iti Maya means it appears to be there, but it is not actually there. So the laundry appeared to be dirty, but is not actually dirty. But it did appear to be dirty. Was it truly dirty? No. The dirt was because of the viewpoint chosen to see the scene from where they were seeing the scene. Similarly, when you and I interpret life, through various kinds of assumptions that you and I are carrying in the mind. So, this story, we can look at it in another way. So, the husband and the wife initially thought that the laundry is dirty. So they made a conclusion. Laundry is dirty. How can they clean like this? And what was helping them to come to that conclusion? They were observing a fact. What fact? They were seeing clothes through their eyes. Look how dirty the clothes are. So that fact made them conclude that the laundry was not being done properly. But then the hidden thing is, there was an assumption that their window is clean. They never bothered to, before the husband went and cleaned, they never bothered to question whether what they're seeing is completely accurate or not. Like that, you and I carry various assumptions in our mind. The fundamental assumption that you and I carry is about who you think you are. Without clarifying who you truly are, whatever the information that the society has given to you about who you are, you carry that. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm a beautiful woman, I'm an ugly man, I'm intelligent, I'm not so intelligent, I'm Kannadiga, I'm Tamilian, I'm fat, I'm tall. So when you look at all these things, including your name, all these things are nothing but what the society has fed you. And all those pieces of information you have accepted without ever examining whether they are correct, meaning whether they are true or not. You simply accept it, and that based on the assumption that whatever that has been told to me, my name is, my gender is, my nationality is, my religion is, so you are concluding. So various such programs in your mind, in any human's mind, is what Sri Krishna is referring as Yoga-Māyā. Because it is this assumption that acts as a filter to whatever the information that is coming in and how to perceive that information. The laundry appears to be dirty because it is getting filtered without knowing that my window is dirty. The conclusion is laundry is dirty. So, because there's a cloud of such assumption about who I am, about what this world is, about what is my relationship to this world, and depending upon your own ways of thinking, there may or may not be an idea called God for you. But some may carry that idea. So, me, the world, and the God. Who is God? What is my relationship to God? What is God's relationship to world? So, all these fundamental questions. Where did I come from? Where am I going? None of these fundamental questions are examined. A lot of assumptions are carried about them. And through that, life is led. So when life is led like that, without realizing that behind every conclusion, there is a fact that you're using to use for saying that conclusion. But what is not being realized, most importantly, is that you have not yet questioned the assumption. You've not yet discovered what is the assumption on the basis of which this fact is correct. So till then, you and I can continue to hold on to our conclusions. And that conclusion, without examining the assumption behind the conclusion, is what Sri Krishna is referring as Yoga-Maya. Because of that assumption, Yoga-Maya. What is Yoga-Maya? What is assumption? Is a thought. What is a thought? Thought is an energy. And what is the source of anything in this life? What is energy? Energy is also divine. Already we have seen that. Divine is awareness and energy both. So it is the divine only that appears as different forms of energy. So assumption is also a thought. It's in a way, I can call as ignorant thought, wrong understanding. And in that mind, when you are willing, when the right thought, Jnana, is injected. What is Jnana? Right knowledge. When right knowledge is injected, which helps you to fundamentally look at, are these assumptions correct? Am I truly a man or a woman? Who am I? Who am I? Most fundamental question. You and I have to realize that I am not somebody, because you and I live life with a very concrete notion that I am somebody. I'm somebody. That body may be this physical body, or that body may be some other Indian, Kannadiga, good, bad. Like that, everything is a body, if you really think about it. What is a body? Body has a definite boundary. Any body has a definite boundary. And at the boundary, there can be conflicts. If I'm a good person, which means what? I have a shape called good somewhere in my mind. When somebody comes and says, you behave very badly, the good body gets impacted. There is a hit to the good thinking in me. So that causes friction. So like that, when I am somebody, however wonderful that somebody may be, you may be a king, you may be a beggar, you may be the most intelligent person, you may be the dumbest person, you may be having crores of rupees, you may be a bhikshuka. Doesn't matter. As long as you hold on to somebodyness, I am somebody, then life is going to be throwing various kinds of challenges. That somebody, I am somebody, is the Yoga-Maya. I am somebody. And when that somebody is held on to very rigidly, I am somebody, you know who I am. So what was Duryodhana's problem? Duryodhana's fundamental problem was, how can they take something of mine? So mine, me and mine is his problem. Duryodhana's downfall is because of his pride of ego. You know who I am? I am Dhritarashtra's son. My father should have been the king of this land. He was not made the king because he was blind. So this is mine. So mine, others, me, the pride in that caused the downfall. And that, from where it is stemming? I am somebody. I am somebody. So that somebody will always feel a lack. So therefore the somebody will try to fulfill that lack by gathering things, by collecting things. When I feel I am, as an example, I'm just saying, I'm not so good looking, I will find out what are the ways to look good. I will go and find out makeup kit. I will go and find out how to increase, let's say, for example, maybe the glow on my face, or what kind of clothes to wear, how to look fashionable. For what? I am not looking good. So I have to look good. So if you really look at it, that's what all these cosmetics companies sell to. They sell to the feeling within people's mind about that they are not looking good. That fundamental fear or that fundamental worry is what they actually have recognized. Who? The cosmetics company. And that's what they're selling. They're not selling you something that is really valuable to you. They're selling because you hold a fear that I am not looking good. So the moment you or anyone has such unattended assumptions about who you are truly, you are bound to be caught up in the games of the world, is what Sri Krishna is fundamentally teaching. Yoga-māyā, mūḍhoḥam nābhijānāti. They will not be able to recognize me. That I am actually nobody. I am nobody. You are nobody. You are not a body. You are that pure divine awareness. You are that. However, because of the muck that is collected, and because I not examining that muck, I am caught up in the games of the world. And that game of the world is going to make me feel more and more miserable. The only solution is to know who I am, nābhijānāti. So Sri Krishna is saying, mūḍhoḥam nābhijānāti. So the one who is firmly holding on to me and mine will never be able to recognize me, will never be able to see me, will not know who you truly are. Duryodhana, like you said, was shown the Vishwarupa Darshana. What is Vishwarupa Darshana? That I am actually not somebody, I am nobody. When I'm truly a nobody, in a way, I'm actually everybody. Only a nobody can be everybody. Only silence can hold all the sounds. Only space can hold all the forms. Only nobody can be a container of everybody. Vishwa. Vishwa means what? All that is visible to your senses. That is Vishwa. Vishwarupa. So for a moment, reflect on that. How can a human eye see something infinite? This Vishwa, is it a finite thing? It's infinite. Infinite means what? You don't know where it begins, where it ends. So how can it be seen? So we all simply accept the pictorial representation. Arjuna is bowing down to Vishwarupa Darshana of Sri Krishna. And what is the picture we all see? We see some picture like this. Some 1,000 heads, 1,000 arms, so snakes coming, all this. And Krishna showing and Arjuna folding his hand. Which means this scene is visible to Arjuna through his eyes. Is it even possible? Please reflect. So Vishwarupa is recognizing that you are nobody, and like this space, you are the container of everybody. So when you look at this picture, if you look at only this side, it looks like square. This side looks like a circle. But both of them are only partial. It is not complete. The real thing is this. The real thing is this. This appears to be This thing appears to be like this. At the same time, this thing appears to be like this. But both are appearances. Yoga-māyā. Appearance. Appearance is not reality. Appearance is coming and going. Maya appears to be there, but truly not there. The true, in this picture, as an analogy, the true object is this. Likewise, the only reality is the divine awareness, which is functioning in you. And it is in that awareness the entire reflection called the world appears. However, when the mind is deluded with me and mine, Yogmaya, mūḍhoḥam nābhijānāti, when the mind is totally firmed up with me and mine, the pride of the ego, such a mind is unable to let go of that pride. And because of that pride, so the problem of Duryodhana, though he is shown the Yogmaya or the Vishvarupa, means what? He was also given the same knowledge. See, this knowledge is available to everyone. It is not that in the war field, Sri Krishna taught it in the ears of Arjuna. It was taught in a very open way. But how many realized? What enabled Arjuna to realize and what disabled Duryodhana to not realize is his own concept, his own wanting to hold on to ideas that he had developed. So instead of tuning to the divine broadcast, he was firmly holding on to the society broadcast, social media broadcast. What my friends and my family and my television and my neighbor and my doctor and my so many others are telling. Never examining what is the assumption. So without that clear examination, I will see the world through the dirty window and conclude that the world is dirty. Is the world dirty or is my sight dirty? So Sri Krishna is, by showing the example of a mūḍha, asking you and me to examine, where do I stand? What is my own way of looking at life? Hari Om. Any questions? Sihaji, Krishnaji?
No.
No, Vijay ji, I understood everything.
Satishji, Santoshji?
No, Vijayji.
No questions.
Anything else? Anybody else would like to add?
You have given a very good example, very good explanation, Vijayji. I mean, we cannot feel anything on that. I mean, it's very clear.
Nice. Thank you, Santoshji. So if there are no questions and nothing else, then we can conclude our today's contemplation here. Hari Om.